Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we are going to discuss the status of the second stimulus. We also are going to talk about the IRS sending out $50,000 in checks. Yes, and this even includes child support checks. And speaking of child support, it is Child Support Awareness Month. August is Child Support Awareness Month. Who knew? And last but not least, we are going to talk about unemployment. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of stimulus, my darling, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click that big old red subscribe button down below, and you are in just like that, girlfriend. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you love the content that I'm bringing to you. Now guys, this is a little bit of an early morning edition. Normally I am later in the afternoon. So if you need a little jump start, grab you some coffee, grab you a snack, and let's get to it just like that. Okay, I can rhyme. Alrighty here guys. So right now, with the second stimulus, we know that the talks between the White House and the Democratic leadership are stalled on the latest economic recovery package. However, we do have some senators that are speaking out and letting us know what is the status. Senator Warner says his big short-term goal is pushing out the second stimulus package. So Virginia Senator Mark Warner, he visited Lynchburg yesterday to speak with the local leaders about the ongoing pandemic. Warner said that one of his biggest short-term goals is to get a bipartisan second stimulus package approved. He said that he also wants to see unemployment expanded for those who have been impacted by this pandemic. He said, I think what's really important is that we go back to Washington, pass this additional assistance, make sure it comes with flexibility that allows local governments that need assistance because there are still too many Americans that are literally on the brink of an enormous hardship. And this was with Warner. Now, he wasn't the only one that spoke out yesterday. Congressman Tom Reed of New York, on where he said the bill stands, he issued this statement. He says, as the co-chair of the Problem Solvers Caucus, we are leading the charge to break the impasse and get both parties back in the negotiating room. While progress on the package has slowed, we have been working intensely with the White House and congressional leaders on both sides of the aisle to outline a path forward on a deal that will help the American people. Our priority remains getting relief flowing to the communities and people who need it most right now. We will continue to call for Republican and Democratic leaders to stop the political posturing and deliver the support to our districts and the American people on what they deserve. So as you can see, everyone is still talking about the second stimulus check. I think a lot of people are saying that they think we'll probably get the stimulus checks around election time. But guys, this is still not a no. And I told you, if you watched yesterday's video, we're not the only ones that need stimulus. The states, the schools, businesses, a lot of people still need this stimulus package. So hey, I think they're going to continue to work on trying to get something. Now, speaking of checks and money and what's going on, my darling, the IRS is mailing 50,000 stimulus checks next month. The IRS just announced that it will send out 50,000 stimulus checks next month. The catch-up payment relates to the mistake that the IRS had in processing the original stimulus payments. So we all know what happens what happened was this. Okay, so what happened was, in the rush to send out the stimulus payments, the IRS improperly withheld payments from about 50,000 people. For those individuals, the IRS offset their stimulus checks for past due child support owed by their spouse. So guys, if you already had child support, we'll talk about that in the child support segment, but this is for the offset occurred even for those who filed a Form 8379, which is the injured spouse allocation, with their 2019-2018 tax returns. This form effectively notifies the IRS to withhold money from the injured spouse just because their husband or wife has an outstanding obligation. So for those couples that filed joint on their tax returns, you were supposed to get the $2,400. but just say that your husband owed past due child support. They took both spouse payments. So the injured spouse, the one who should not have had their payment taken, they're going to get their money back. Now, if you just owe child support, sorry, Charlie, okay? But the IRS is aware that in some instances, a portion of the payment sent to a spouse who filed the injured spouse claim on their taxes have been offset by the non-injured spouse past due child support. The IRS is working with the Bureau of Fiscal Service and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office of Child Support Enforcement to resolve this issue quickly. So now that we know all that, girl, when is the checks gonna go out? When do we get our money? We need our money. Having resolved the issue, the IRS states that they will issue the payments in early to mid-September. The payments will be physical checks, so snail mail, guys, and it will be mailed to those who filed the Form 8379 with their 2019 tax returns, or in some cases, their 2018 tax returns. Individuals do not need to take any more action to receive this payment. So for those that were still waiting, you may have a check that comes in the mail next month to you. Kudos. And then for those that were still wondering about their tax returns, I am still looking up this issue. As of right now, the IRS is stating they are processing tax returns, still on a weekly basis. So if for those that are still waiting for tax returns, you still may receive it. Alrighty. Child Support Awareness Month. So in some states, this is Child Support Awareness Month. Now, why does this matter? It matters, girlfriend. And the reason why several states such as Oklahoma, Indiana, Nebraska, California, they have made August Child Support Month. Oklahoma now just signed to make August Child Support Awareness Month. This event has shown a spotlight on a key issue, and that key issue is the economic payments. So we know that the U.S. Treasury Department announced in April that they would intercept stimulus checks of Oklahomans, there we go, who were delinquent in their child support payments. The DHS said that there are up to 130,000 residents in the state who owed past due child support. Those people may not receive a stimulus check under the current statute of the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act. Moore said there were several factors to determine whether a parent is arrested for past due child support. So this is in Oklahoma. Generally speaking, not paying child support willfully is a criminal act, and you can get arrested if your child support reaches a certain level. It's not that you're behind on the child support, is that if you have the ability to pay and you're not doing it, you also have civil contempt. So you have a court order that says pay this and you're not paying it. A civil contempt means a jail term of 6 months and a fine. So because it is National or Child Support Awareness Month, as of right now, if your payments were intercepted for past due child support, the DHS is answering questions and letting you know the status on if you're going to receive your payment, if you should. They are answering these questions. So I would reach out. I know a lot of people had asked, like, hey, will my stimulus payment was taken, how do I get the money? Or some people were saying, hey, they took my payment, am I going to get it back? Because it is Child Support Awareness Month, I would reach out to DHS and just get some of those questions, because that's what they're answering a lot of questions now. Now, regarding the new stimulus package, as of right now, they are still trying to continue the old rules, meaning you will not be able to receive a new check if you owe past due child support. Things can change. That's just what it is today. Don't get mad at me. I'm the messenger. But hello, welcome, Child Support Awareness Month. Reach out and get your questions answered. Alrighty, so speaking of unemployment, you can watch yesterday's video. In unemployment, I discussed on there some of the states when they are going to be issuing their payments. And a lot of people were like, well, what about my state? What about Ohio? What about Tennessee? As of right now, the states are working expeditiously to get these payments out to the American people. Most states state that it will take between the beginning of September to mid-September before you receive a payment. Texas and Arizona has started paying, and according to Tennessee, unemployed Tennesseans could receive the $300 benefit as early as this week. The Tennessee of Labor and Workforce Development received approximately $236 million in federal emergency management for federal emergency money, guys. And they said that they will provide the $300 weekly benefit payment amount to eligible jobless Tennesseans for the first 3 weeks of August. And then they said, we anticipate implementing and processing those payments here within the next few days. So this week or early next week, we'll start processing those benefits to be paid. And that's what McCord said. So for Tennessee, you may be next on the list to start receiving your payments. In Ohio, Governor DeWine, assuming that things are approved in a timely manner, we're talking about the first checks in Ohio will go out to mid to late September. Those would be retroactive. The first check will be paid up until that point in time. So remember, yesterday I mentioned, if I didn't just say your state now, check out yesterday's video, should have it. As of Monday evening, 30 states were approved for the $300 boost, and that was Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, New Hampshire, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, and Washington State. So that's what we have going on. It's early news, but hey, you'll be okay. Grab that coffee. And guys, keep in your prayers for all my all my Louisiana, Texas family. I am watching Miss Hurricane Laura and what's going on. And it says that she's expected to strengthen to a Category 4 storm. And that landfall is anticipated late Wednesday or early Thursday. The storm is expected to push a dangerous surge of up to 15 feet in some places with strong winds and rain. So we are right next door, we're in Alabama, so it is definitely gloomy here, and we're probably gonna get some of that rain as well. But I will definitely keep you guys in my prayers. And guys, make sure that you're watching the news, and if there's anything that comes up for my Texas, Louisiana, I got you. So please like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day. Good morning. All right, I don't know if you're gonna see me this afternoon, but maybe you will, maybe you won't. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this early morning special. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you like early mornings, or do you rather me come to you late in the afternoon? Does it really matter? No, you get your daily dose of Shalae, right? Right. Bye, guys.